Okay, let's see. She wants to go to the surveillance room now. And he doesn't have to go through the back alleys. Which means he won't die. Stupidly. He didn't slow his pace until they were nearing their destination. He turned to look back at Hitomi. It's only a little bit further now. Did you want to walk? I'll be alright. Achi, look out! Looking ahead again, Achi saw that they were bearing down on a young grade school girl, her head hung in dismay. Oh my god, is it Hana? Achi hurriedly caught the girl up in his arms, took a quick leap to one side. Let's catch her? Achi hurriedly caught the girl up in his arms. The maneuver kept her out of harm's way, but the momentum swung her high into the air. She dropped the sheaf of papers she was carrying. What the fuck is she carrying? Huh? As luck would have it, the papers fell amidst the trash scattered alongside the road. Whoops, sorry. Oh, she doesn't look happy. She stopped to gather up the sheets of paper, noting that each was adorned with some sort of writing. Here, looks like they got kinda messed up though. The pages had landed in some kind of spilled liquid. Most of them had gotten stained. Oh, gee. It's alright, the girl said gloomily. You should just throw them away. It's not like I can sell them now anyway. You're going to sell them? Hitomi asked. We're sorry. Do you think you'll be able to redo them? Oh no, it's Achi. It's Hitomi speaking. Achi, is there a stationery store around here? Yeah, up at the top of Dogenzaka, Achi said. Here. Wow, 5,000 yen. He took a 5,000 yen note from his wallet and offered it to the girl. To buy new paper. I know it can't replace the stuff you wrote, but... The girl eyed the money doubtfully. But... It's fine, go ahead, take it. Thank you very much. Is this good that we did this? I'm not sure. The little girl spoke with surprising formality. Then she turned and headed up Dogenzaka. Achi gathered up the trash and tossed it into a garbage bin before he and Hitomi continued on their way. Good job, Achi. As always, stay true to your principles. Achi led Hitomi to an old multi-tenant building. They hurried inside and headed up the stairs. Are we safe? The fuck? Behind the reception window on the second floor sat a custodian sleeping on a job. Yukinori Kitajima. His main job is overseeing the monitoring room for the local surveillance cameras, but on the side he also works as a novelist and a game scenario writer. He often sleeps on the job during his free time, but sometimes while he's asleep, he gets his writing done. How would that work? Just recently a certain game was released, set in Shibuya, but since he wrote the scenario and emailed it to the game company while he was asleep, he didn't know about it until just the other day. Oh, is this the scenario writer for this game? Is this it? Hey, wake up, man! Achi gave the window a tap and the man woke with a start. Huh? Achichi? Don't scare me like that. That's one cheat too many. And wow, you sure seem to have a lot of free time on your hands. Yeah, no one's been by to check today. But that's not so bad, right? I mean, I guess it is the surveillance room, but still. The man let out a big yawn. My dad asked me to come down here and check on the security monitors, actually, Achi said. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Oh, sorry to bother you when you're busy, Hitomi added with a polite bow. Who's that lady? Yeah, who are you? You with Achichi? I'm Hitomi Ozawa, it's nice to meet you. Oh ho ho, what? You are Chichi's girlfriend? Again, too many cheese there, and that's none of your business. Just let me have the key. Hoping his blush wasn't too obvious, Achi mimed unlocking a door. You won't answer a simple question and you want me to hand over the key? Yes, I'm his girlfriend, Hitomi said. We've just started dating. So I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you, sir. Look at Achi. She flashed a winning smile. Oh, well, what a surprise. Never thought that Chichi could land a fine lady like yourself. The surprised custodian held out the key. Good for you, Achichi. Still one chi too many there. But, yeah, dating. Achi gazed into Hitomi's face, even more surprised than the custodian. Well, she can lie. Without second thought, actually. The key dangled, swaying to and fro like a pendulum between Achi and the man behind the counter. Achie, Hitomi said, nudging him in the side with her elbow. Come on. Oh, right. Snapping out of it, Achie took the key and headed up to the next floor. Oh, look at him being glad about that. I'm sorry, Hitomi said as they entered the monitoring room, for just saying we were dating like that, I mean. It was a pretty clumsy lie. No, it was just kind of sudden is all. I was just a bit jittery, I guess. Achie felt his cheeks color again. I mean, I figured I had to say something or he wasn't going to cooperate, Hitomi said. She looked a little embarrassed herself. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things weird. No, Achie said. No, it wasn't weird at all. Actually, it was kind of... He stopped himself there. Now wasn't the time for that sort of conversation. They needed to find that blue minivan. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So how would this work? Can they really find it with the security cameras? The surveillance camera monitoring room was really just a big office with a single computer, and she knew it well. So this is the monitoring system, he explained. He switched on the computer. You can see all of downtown Shibuya from this one computer. Hitomi gazed impatiently at the monitor, even though it wasn't showing anything yet. The look of sheer determination on her face held Achie enthralled. Dun, dun. That's one of the best tracks in this game, I think. You talk about how attractive your sister is, Achie murmured. But as far as I'm concerned, right now, you're the lovely one, Hitomi. Well, you haven't seen Maria yet, Achie. Maria actually does look better, I think. Hitomi looked at him, uncertain. I mean, look at the lengths you're going to, and the risks you're taking to save your sister, Achie said. I can't bear the thought that something might happen to her, and the last time we were together I said such horrible things. Plenty of people do bad things without even realizing they're bad. Never mind trying to fix it. I'm just doing what I think is right. Yeah, but these days, most people don't do the right thing. Heck, if they did, Shibuya wouldn't be covered in trash like it is. Me? I appreciate it when someone really cares about the things that are important. Doing the right thing is a matter of course. That's very attractive. Achie blushed as he said it, and Hitomi shyly looked away. Oh, God. I think the system is ready. Turning to the computer, Achie hastily changed the subject. This thing's so simple, even I know how to use it. Clicking on the mouse, he brought up a row of 4 windows on the monitor. Good. Each window showed a different view of the Shibuya cityscape. The image quality is not great, but that's because it's being updated on a 2-second delay, I guess. Achie tapped on the keyboard, bringing up shots of different locations. He clicked on one of them in order to enlarge the image. Maybe we really can find the minivan with this. Oh, it's Hitomi. Hitomi was practically glued to the screen. My dad's the one who designed the security system. Your dad must be pretty amazing. Well, he graduated top of his class at Tokyo Denko University. A prestigious national university founded over a century ago. This is not important, is it? He always said he could have had a career in computer engineering, but he took over the electronics shop so that he could marry my mother instead. That's such a sweet story. Do they run the store together then? No, Mom's dad. Achie shook his head. No, my mother died when I was 4. Oh wow, shit. Didn't want to make fun of you, Achie, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Hitomi sounded even sadder than Achie. Well, anyway, never mind that. Here, look. Oh, fucking Yanagishita. The seedy looking weirdo they'd run into Gigo was on the screen. Huh? That guy again? Sad weirdo was running all out, a laptop computer under one arm. He was being chased by a man in a long coat. Wait, did they meet him? They didn't meet him in this timeline, right? That guy sure gets chased around a lot, huh? Achie said. When the weirdo slipped out of view, Achie switched to another camera. The new view showed the weirdo running again. By hopping from camera to camera, they could track him wherever he went. Is this important though? So long as we have these cameras, Achi said, this guy has nowhere to run. Nowhere to run, huh? The moment he said those words, they struck an odd chord in his mind. He remembered the repeated run-ins with the man with the cane, how the assassin had seemed always to know where to find them. Oh my god. Did he use the cameras or something? Or... oh, the police cameras maybe. Achi, please, Hitomi urged. Stop messing around and let's look for the minivan. Sorry, that's just something I'm curious about. Achi continued to track the seedy-looking man. Alright, my bad. Achi switched over to a different camera. I think I'm curious as well. What is Achi onto here? She continued to track the seedy-looking man. The weirdo rushed into a knick-knack shop on Center Guy. Soon after, the man with the coat appeared and followed him into the shop. Looks like he snatched that guy's computer. I think Hitomi is not impressed. Moments later, the weirdo came rushing back out of the shop and sprinted away again. He wove through the narrow alleyways with cat-like alacrity. Achi did his best to keep tabs on him, but the man managed to give him the slip. Wow, Hitomi said. She too had been watching closely. I'm kind of impressed. Mind if I keep at it? Achi asked. Sure. Let's just forget about my sister. Let's just watch Yanagishita. He continued scanning camera images, trying to locate the guy again. At this point, even Hitomi was invested in the quest to find a fugitive. This is the weirdest fucking bad end, I guess. But the minutes passed and they didn't spot him. Achi was on the verge of giving up. Oh, that's me. Hitomi took out his cell phone. Oh, it's still on, Hitomi. It's an email from Mr. Tana. Found him. Actually, why didn't her father email her and tell her, you know what, Tanaka is bad. Don't talk with him again. Or the police could have just... He told them that... No, he didn't tell them, but he knows that she's been in contact with Tanaka. Osawa, you're dumb. You're dumb. Achi's shout cut Hitomi off. Oh my god, the guy was in a back alley off of Center Guy, talking to someone who looks like Hitomi. Who was talking with someone? Huh? Is that... Achi blinked a few times as he leaned in closer to the screen. Hitomi, you have to come look at this. Ah, that's my sister. Hitomi brimmed with excitement. For real? I think so. What's she doing in a place like that? And why is she talking to that guy? I'm not sure. I love him so much. And I like how Maria just humors him. The monitor showed a cheerful little scene. Looks like they're having fun. Guess since they're twins, they're both into older guys. And she felt his mood start to sour. I have to ask, are you sure she was kidnapped? Yes, at least I sure thought so. And so did the police. Then what's this all about? Oh god, do they make the conclusion that Yanagishita is the mastermind? Should we go and see for ourselves? Yeah, guess so. Oh, what about the email? And she pointed at Hitomi's cell phone. Shouldn't you take a look at that? My sister comes first. That place where she is it far from here? No, not particularly. Achi and Hitomi rushed from the building, heading for the alley where Maria was talking to the computer thief. This is where you jump. But I don't need to yet, I think. It wasn't long before they were closing in on their destination. But as they headed down a narrow side street, a familiar figure suddenly appeared to bar their way. Yep. Uh-oh, it's him. Gun in hand, the man with the cane slowly ambled towards them. Achi and Hitomi bolted down a nearby alley. Come on, guys. Taking another turn, they reached the alley they'd seen on the cameras. Maria! Hitomi rushed over to her sister. But Maria just stood staring at Hitomi in silence as if she couldn't process what was going on. But we are definitely finding her? What? No, this is a bad end, isn't it? Meanwhile, the assassin was still in pursuit. He had turned a corner behind them and was steadily drawing nearer. He pointed his gun at Hitomi's head. Come on, hurry, she urged. He tried to lead the two girls away, hoping to escape further down the alley. But instead, Maria charged boldly at the man with the cane. What the fuck? The assassin was caught off guard by the unexpected counterattack, but he reacted quickly, clubbing the girl in the head with the grip of his pistol. Is this blood from her? Holy shit, he must have hit her like a truck. Maria! Hitomi shrieked. She stared in horror as her sister collapsed in a heap on the ground. I guess we have to jump and make Maria not do that. Then Hitomi's eyes rolled back in her head as she fainted into Achi's arms. Hitomi! Hey! But the shock had overwhelmed her. She was out cold. Talk to us, man. Tell us why you do this. Slowly, the assassin lifted his gun again, aiming for Achi and Hitomi. He can only shoot one of them at once. If he'd only had Hitomi to protect, Achi might have been able to pick her up and get away. But he couldn't just leave her sister here. He knew, with the chilling certainty of despair, that he could never save them both. Bad end? Bad end. So we have to jump. Sisters in the alley. Let's see. Finding Maria had seemed like such a stroke of luck, but it led to Achi and Hitomi running right across the killer's path. This never would have happened if Achi hadn't gotten distracted with tracking that weirdo on the cameras, if he'd focused on looking for the minivan instead. Are you serious? I have to go back to that part? They're not supposed to find each other yet? Not even the jump will help me? Well, I guess the jump is going all the way over here, so... Okay, we'll just straight up continue and don't look for the Yanagishita. Jesus Christ. Let's look for the minivan instead. Okay, alright, my bad. And she switched over to a different camera. He continued switching views, scanning the streets of Shibuya, but there was no sign of a blue minivan anywhere. Of course not. She's out. Still, they remained glued to the monitor. Oh, that's me. Hitomi took out a cell phone. It's Tanaka. It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Okay. Yeah, it was about time for my mood to take a dip, Achi thought. What? Hitomi blurted. She looked up from her phone. Achi, Mr. Tanaka found the minivan. He what? What does he say? Read it to me. Okay. I ran after it, but wound up losing sight of it. It was heading toward Jinan. That's what he says. What about your sister? So there you get to jump again? Was she inside? He doesn't say. Achi switched over to an array of surveillance cameras near Jinan. The few seconds the transition took felt agonizingly slow. Finally, 4 new images popped up. Achi quickly enlarged one of them. Hitomi let out a tiny gasp. There it is! There on the monitor was the blue minivan. There was no doubt about it. Okay. Achi and Hitomi rushed from the building, speeding toward Jinan in an all-out run. Run, Achi! Run, Hitomi! Run, other guy! Who's looking for Miku. That's the jump to Minori cover. Neither spoke, they simply dashed along in silence. Achi felt as if they'd been running a marathon, and the finish line had finally come into view. They hooked the left at the station and darted past the Seibu department store. Aha! Achi pointed as he came to a stop. The blue minivan was still there, parked by the curb along the slight hilly incline. I mean, all the foreigners are dead now, right? Kanan killed them all, didn't she? Leaving Achi behind, Hitomi started rushing up the hill. Alarm bells started going off in Achi's mind. Someone from the kidnapping crew was in that van. It was dangerous to approach carelessly. Stay back! Don't get too close! Hitomi, wait! Don't get too close, Achi shouted. But she didn't appear to hear his cries. The hope of rescuing her sister had driven all else from her mind. Achi started to run after her. How is she even quicker than him? Hitomi had reached the vehicle already. She brought her face close to one of its windows, but the tinted glass obscured the view inside. Hitomi circled around to the minivan's other side. Achi saw her grasping at the door, only for it to open and she being kidnapped. She slipped out of his view for just a moment. Hitomi! Oh my fucking god! This is where stuff explodes! I forgot about that. Yeah, fuck. It was a thunderous explosion and a gout of flame tore the roof of the minivan like it was made of aluminium foil. Hitami! Horrified, Achi charged through roiling smoke, searching for Hitami. He saw two figures sprawled on the street several meters from the van. Hitami and Kanan. Oh. Did she save her? Hitami, wake up! Achi cradled her in his arms and her eyes drifted open faintly. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Hitami didn't appear to understand him. Her only response was a blank, dazed look. There was a small patch of red on her face. Achi wiped it gently away with a finger. He saw no further signs of bleeding. She must have been splattered by someone else's blood then. Kanan is dead. As far as he could tell, she hadn't been gravely injured. Achi let out a sigh of relief. Hitami! Oh, Hitami, is she alright? Kanan stirred on the ground. Her clothes were scorched in places and she was bleeding from her head. Kanan, did you save her? Is she alright? Yeah, what about her sister? Kanan didn't respond. No, it can't be, and she went to look inside the van. Amidst the smoke and the flames, he could make out the outline of a body. What happened here? And she had to look away. It's not her though, who is it inside? Get Hitami out of here, hurry. If those guys show back up... Kanan's face twisted up with pain. Alright. Is this the right route, really? Achi settled Hitami carefully in his arms. Wait, I need to tell you something. Kanan's pained gasp called him back. Alphard. Is this a mix of alpha and retard? Alphard? What does this mean? Huh? Alphard. That's the name of the mastermind. I'm sure it'll come up again if you keep pursuing this. But if you value your life, don't get involved with Alphard any further. How did she find out? Now go. Okay, and thanks, I guess. Look at him, cool men don't look at explosions, huh? With Hitami in his arms, she hurried from the scene. He wasn't sure where he was heading. He just wanted to get away, wherever that meant. He carried her past a crowd of onlookers that had swiftly begun to assemble. The flames of the burning van rose ever higher, roaring up towards the heavens. Damn, son. That's fucking crazy. It's a TBC, so we did the right thing. Amazing. Achi cleared for this time block, I guess. Nice.